Hey, if you enjoy our videos, please give us a thumbs up right here. We sure would appreciate it. And if you have not subscribed, we'd love to have you as part of the Tractors in Life family. Well, welcome back to Tractors in Life. My name's Kevin, and we're going to have some fun today. You know, a few videos ago, I started a project on our privacy fences where, oh gosh, we've lived here like 7 years, and I had never done anything with them as far as cleaning them. I introduced you to a new product that worked fantastic, as actually you could see in this video right here as we take a look back. I hate when I'm watching a YouTube channel and they start a project and don't finish, and I apologize for that. Just ran out of time and materials in that video, but we're going to finish it today. Actually, I had to rebuild some of the fence. The fence has seen its better days. Makes a great work table. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put a stain on it that's got a little bit of a finish to it as well. Hopefully make the old fence look new again. And some other things. I want to show you some upgrades I've had around the shop. And I'm just glad you're here. Thanks for joining us. All right, so I want to show you this product. I got it from Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description. You know, and by the way, last video, I talked about, as I do in most videos, some products that I use around here, and got kind of a nasty comment from one guy who said something like stupid ad videos. Just maybe I have not made myself clear in the past. If something is sponsored, I'll tell you guys, but generally what you see in the videos, including this, I have purchased with my own money, and I just like to share my experiences with you. I know when I buy a product, I like to know, it seems like you can't even go off the Amazon reviews, but so if I'm watching a YouTube video and I see a creator that I trust and he's using a product and it's not sponsored, like this is not, again, I will put a link in the description for it, but I like to know and see his or her experiences with it, and that's all I'm going to do in this video. This is a paint sprayer. So what we're going to do, as I mentioned up front, is we're going to put a stain kind of slash sealer on the fence, and that's why I got this product. And the reason I chose this one, if you see behind me, if you can make it out, you see all the Dewalt tools that I have. This one will use the Dewalt batteries, and that was important to me. I don't want to buy any more batteries. Right, so as far as putting it together, I mean, there's really nothing. These two pieces here, you've got your container that you're going to put the spray in, the paint in. I'm going to be using a latex paint, and the directions say that you don't have to thin this at all. They do give you this little thing, which is to check the viscosity, and you're supposed to you pour the liquid in there if you're using, say, an oil base, and then you time the amount of time that it takes to pass through the viscosity tester, and that tells you if you've got to do any thinning or not. But again, with this, which I like, being that I'm using a latex, they're saying that there's no thinning required. Now, they also do give you some tools for cleaning the gun. Obviously, that's very important. Any spray gun that you use is cleaning it properly when you're done. So we'll do that at the end. Let me show you the paint that I'm going to use. All right, so this is made by Sherwin-Williams, and it is called Woodscapes. It's for exterior use, for stain, and again, also it's semi-transparent, and it's got a sealer built in as well. And that's really the most important thing for me on this fence. This color is called Yankee Barn, and so it's going to be a little bit darker finish on the fence, which again, I don't know, we'll see how it works. So again, this is a sealer with stain added. So hopefully It's going to give us some good protection, as well as making things look a little nicer. All right, had to go get some more paint. I think part of it is my fault. I think on that first side I was going too heavy. So we're gonna see what happens now. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to finish with just this extra gallon. All right, it's not totally dry yet, but get some kind of idea. So this looks better. And again, it's a stain, not a paint. Same on this side as well. Again, it's not dry yet, so it's a little uneven in color. It's getting better as it dries. So as far as that sprayer goes, I don't know. I mean, it was like $50-something. For doing stuff like this, it's fine. If you're gonna do something with a gloss finish, you know, as I said, like kitchen cabinets or anything like that, you know, it's probably not the right tool for the job. But yeah, you know, this is putting lipstick on a pig as far as this fence goes, because it's in such bad shape, but at least it looks a little bit more presentable. All right, let's move on. I want to give you an update on a couple items as well. But I was thinking the other day that I've talked about my buddy Bob, my best friend. We've been best friends for, my God, it's been almost 50 years. And I have never seen Bob so happy as he is right now. And, you know, it reminded me that, you know, I did a video, I don't know, last winter. It was called Tractor Time with Tim Saved My Life. It wasn't clickbait. And I went on to explain how my passion, my tractor passion, my YouTube channel, the testing I do, I believe really had saved my life. You know, my health has not been great the last few years, and there's many mornings I get up, more than I'd like to think about. I've got no energy. I really don't want to do anything. And having the YouTube channel, and it was Tim Marks, we all know Tractor Time with Tim, for a variety of things. I'm not going to get into that long story, but of how he encouraged me enough in my love for the tractor world to start this channel. And what it does is, you know, we religiously get out a video every Sunday morning, and it makes me get out into the barn or on the property and do something knowing I've got to get a video out, when I otherwise, I don't know, would sit in the chair. And I am convinced that had I not been given the inspiration by Tim and not started the YouTube channel, I'd be 20 pounds heavier and, you know, Lord knows what. Point being this, and this is what's happened to my buddy Bob. They moved from Florida to Georgia, which has always been a dream, up north Georgia in the Blue Ridge Mountains. He's got a beautiful place. He's got some little miniature horses. He's got some chickens. They're raising some dogs up there, and I have never seen him happier. Point being, when Tim Marks saw my video, he responded that he liked it and that everybody needs to find their passion. And well put, I believe. You got to find your passion. I don't know if it's motorcycles, if it's, you know, doing woodworking, whatever it is. Find your passion and chase it, and you will benefit. I've seen it firsthand. You will benefit from that. You'll benefit because you'll be doing something that you love. You know, a lot of us go through life and we work and we take care of our families and we do the things that are expected of us. But how many of us really do what we love? It's been said before that If you do what you love and you don't worry about the money, you'll be so good at it that the money will follow. And I truly believe that. And this is not about money. This is about peace of mind, self-worth, having a reason to get up in the morning. For me, it's been this YouTube channel. You know, ironically, this morning when I looked, we just hit 26,000 subscribers. Thank you all, and God bless you for that. And yeah, I like to win. I like the affirmation of having the subscribers and you guys with the nice comments and what have you. But for me, it's more important than that. Even it's my self-worth and getting out there and doing things and staying busy. You know, the old saying, use it or lose it, right? So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. I'm so happy for my buddy Bob. You too need to find your passion. Hey, if you remember a couple videos ago, I introduced the plasma cutter that Tess had gotten me. Again, she buys the best gifts. And in that video, I questioned whether the little pancake spreader I had was going to be sufficient or not. And you guys sure told me that the answer is no. Most people said, hey, the only thing a pancake spreader is good for is filling tires, which is pretty true. It ran my impact gun okay. So I did upgrade, and this is what I got. It's a Craftsman compressor. It is 110 volt. It's 150 PSI, 33 gallon. You know, and like I said in that video that, well, I mean, you take a look here. I've got a decent amount of battery-powered tools, plus, you know, battery-powered Sawzall, battery-powered grinder. So I don't use the compressor like we would have, say, 20 years ago before they really perfected the battery-powered tools. Basically around here, I use it to fill tires when I had the pancake spreader and to run the impact gun occasionally. And I plan on getting I want to get a Milwaukee, most likely a Milwaukee impact gun. So that's fine. And this compressor, I got it on Marketplace. You know, there's a lot of really nice people out there if you look hard enough. Struck a deal with this guy. I really got it at a great price. I mentioned to him that I had just had some back surgery and I can't lift, and is there any way he would deliver it? Within a couple hours time, this young guy brought it in his truck, unloaded it, and yeah, again, there's nice people out there if you look hard enough. I think this compressor is going to be fine. You know, one thing that I've got to learn, and I'm trying to force myself to learn, I don't have to buy everything new. If you look, Marketplace and other sources, you can get some good deals on used equipment, and yeah, that's what I'm trying to teach myself and be a little bit more frugal. All right, so let me show you something. This is not revolutionary, but it's one of the pain in the necks of today's life, and that is gas cans. Yeah, so I bought these, I think at Lowe's, and you know, they've got these fancy things here, and they don't work, or they don't work right, or what always happens is as you're pouring it into whatever you're pouring it into, the gas is kind of bubbling out of it and going all over the place. So it seems to me if you're concerned about the environment, or whatever the reason is for the redesign of gas cans, keep that in mind. Gasoline all over the ground and all over the machine. So what I did, take a look at these, got these from Amazon. All you need is a 5/16 drill bit, and you can see I've put vent holes in the back. Why in the world did they do away with vent holes? What's the logic in that? I just don't understand it. This was just a couple dollars at Amazon. Gave me more than I needed. It gave replacement filler nozzles and what have you. I don't know. I might use them. I might not. But I'm definitely using the vents. That should stop that kind of like gurgling that comes out. And again, not earth-shattering, not going to change anybody's life, but I'm all about making things easier and simpler. And yeah, for a couple dollars, this takes that pain in the neck away. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Always love being with you guys and getting stuff done around the property. So until next time, God bless you all, and we'll see you again on Tractors in Life.